Alright, everybody, let's not get copyrighted. New game. This game is multiplayer. It's really interesting. We are here for Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Now, my long-term viewers will know that basically when this game got announced, I did a tryout Thursday. It was already pretty high on my list of games to try out, because I was wanting to try out a bunch of games from, you know, the old childhood.
A normally peaceful undersea sanctuary, today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1, is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? Oh, no, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
Like the oversight on Plankton's behalf.
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with!
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did!
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wiesna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure! Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it, and in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs!
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, SpongeBob.
Good night, Patrick.
The next morning.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Wow!
More than he knows.
Gary, did you do that?
Alright, so maybe we're ready.
Yeah,
to
Gary.
go to the races.
It sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this. Meow. What a fantastic idea! These, how do I re- Oh! So if
Okay.
I'm...
Alright, let's get into the game. Alright, yeah, I was wanting to, oh, you jump with, okay, interesting. I was wanting to replay a bunch of games from the old youth, and around that time, they were like, oh yeah, we're remaking this game. So I went and pre-ordered it, and hopefully this is a day one Let's Play. We'll see, we'll see. I want the series to be daily, but there's a few things on my mind. A, I've always said I have the Let's Player's curse. 2, you hear a lot of Let's Players say, oh, when I hit record, for one reason or another, I'm bad. And in almost every start of a Let's Play, I sound terrible for some reason. When it was the original Super Mario 64 Let's Play, I sounded terrible. When we started Katamari, I got sick and we had to put off recording for like 2 weeks because I got sick. It's just something that happens. But we had this date marked for day 1 Let's Play, and you know, here we are. Here we go. Now Jessica and I have discussed doing overlays like we're doing for the Hat in Time Versus series. That way we can do a comment question of the day. So with any luck, and that's unnecessary. With any luck, there'll be overlays. However, if we decide that it's just too much work, by that I mean, as always, we are not full-time Let's Players. We both do a lot of stuff outside of the Let's Play, so that's one of the reasons the Hat in Time Versus series is a little behind, is coordinating the overlays. But that should be coming out. You should get 2 episodes this week. It's just what day they come out, you know. But they'll be coming out, and this series will be coming out. Maybe not daily, but we're not going to be tracking anything. It would just be a comment of the question day, or however you would say that.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know.
Motorcycle gang
Not for me,
representing.
though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bent...
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've got a deal.
But yeah, I've been pumping halls just like in my body. Don't know how well it's worked in my favor, but half. But in the off chance that we forego the
Hey, SpongeBob! I just dropped
Bubble
by
buddy.
to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble Buddy.
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man.
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves?
Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you.
all right. So now we can do wha-bam. Nice. But in the off chance we don't, I'll try to just do comment question of the days in the actual video. So I guess we'll start with an easy one. Did you get SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom? If you did, what console did you get it on? It launched on Steam, Switch, Xbox One, and PS4, I'm pretty sure. So it's available on almost everything. And here's another one. Have you seen the tryout Thursday for this game? You can go back and compare it. Combo. That is what they said to do, right? But yeah, I won't always be this rough. It's typically at the start of the LP. It's just if I want to do these daily, then I'm gonna sound a little rough at the start of the series. Actually, I think we need to hit this guy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't think I ever beat this game as a kid, but I certainly enjoyed it a lot as a kid. SpongeBob was always my favorite cartoon growing up.
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is
Oh,
great.
okay, so the golden ones are going to fill up our health. Boom. spatula. Okay, so we can already go down to Jellyfish Fields, where you'll get to see a cool mechanic. Whoa, what in the what? How did I die? I died from a loading screen. I'm glad that was on camera. Boom 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 boom. These load times are long.
The
seems to be
rolling
a
green
common theme
hills
with the
of
Switch.
Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Alright, this episode may run a little long because a lot of cutscenes. I mean, we've been recording for about 11 minutes, and I'd say like half of that's been cutscenes. Poor Squidward. Alright, let's get
Squidward,
to it.
well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh!
I've always been.
Poor
Well,
Squidward, he's getting
according to the
roasted.
Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Spork Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish.
You do that! Don't worry, Squidward.
Bald
I'll
and
bring back that
excruciating
king
pain.
jellyfish jelly for you to rub all.
Alright. Well, I'm glad there's enthusiasm here. Bam. I guess, you know, we haven't really done a Let's Play video in a good minute. I'm trying to think. The last, like, Let's Play style video we were doing the Hat in Time Versus, obviously. But as far as, Let's Play content, I'm trying to think. It might have been the end of Heave Ho, jeez. Per usual, we were streaming once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week. And we're still trying to get back to that. It's just, as I like to say, we run a babysitting ring. Oh, Pikmin was the last stuff we were doing. So we recorded like a crap ton of Jessica Plays Pikmin. And that almost was to our detriment. We were told, hey, you know, we're gonna be babysitting these youths. And so we were like, oh shoot, we should probably like bulk record a lot of stuff. And then we went and did, we've recorded 1 or 2 since we got the kids. And, it's been so long since we played. And the big problem is that Pikmin is time-based. We already don't think Jessica is gonna, you know, beat the game or whatever. But I'm really worried that since it's time-based, if we recorded tonight, she wouldn't know what she was doing. It's been like 2 months since we recorded an episode, so she would start playing and probably forget. I still remember because I was editing some of the last videos, but she hasn't got a chance to actually watch those videos. So we may return to Pikmin 1. Jessica's already said she's ready to move on to Pikmin 3. I told her like 4 years ago, I said beat Pikmin 1 first before we do a Let's Play of it. And she never listened to me. She said, I want to do it blind, I want to do it blind. So I said, okay, you know, we'll do Pikmin blind. And it turns out Pikmin is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. So what I'll probably recommend her do is beat it off camera, and then maybe we'll try again. When I convince her to make her own LP channel or something. I don't know. Boom. Would you guys watch Jessica if she did an LP channel? She doesn't think people would. I don't know. Let's Plays are tough, you know. Let's Plays aren't exactly like super popular in their traditional sense, like the way that we do it, very reminiscent I don't know, 2010, 2011, that era of LPs. Not super popular.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
I don't think we can get those yet. I can't remember how to do that part. But that's how we do them, you know? So maybe one day I'll convince her to do her own like LP channel or streaming channel or something. Alright, moving right along. I'm just happy the Switch is getting another platformer. But I think what's pretty cool is that a lot of these games are coming out on all the systems, actually. So it's not just you have to be a Nintendo fan. Because go and look at the PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii era of gaming. There was nobody outside of Nintendo making 3D platformers. I don't think at all. You would occasionally get something every once in a while, but nothing like the rate we're getting games now. It's awesome. We just had a crazy, what was it, October or something like that? We had Super Lucky Tale, Hat in Time. I swear there was one more. I might just be thinking of Pokemon, how that came out in November. But we got this coming out. I swear there's more, I just didn't make notes. Let's see, what do you say? This is a Freezy Fruit, only Patrick. Alright, so that kind of is a spoiler for what is about to occur. Either way, consoles are finally getting some legit 3D platformers. 3D platformers has kind of had to be a genre that has survived on PC. Especially, you know, when Nintendo went Wii, it was really the start of the revival of 2D platformers. You had New Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong Country Returns, and then as we moved into the Wii U, you had Yoshi, you had Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, Shovel Knight, they revitalized DuckTales, they revitalized Shantae. Yeah, I don't think we can get up here yet. You know, once I talked about this in a video that's not out yet, and that's genres of games, right? And I was talking about being so big into first-person shooters during that era, and you know, 3D platformers are kind of more or less my thing. And a big problem was I had to live through an era where there weren't any. It was like Super Mario Galaxy came out, and there wasn't, well, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I guess, and there wasn't another truly great, groundbreaking 3D platformers until the big three of Yooka-Laylee, A Hat in Time, and Odyssey all came out at the same time. Like, prior to that, darn it, what 3D platformers came out between Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario Odyssey? In that big three, well, what games came out between 2010 and, what, 2018? I'm sure there were some, but I couldn't.
Hey, Gary, what's shaking? Meow! Meow!
Meow.
Wow! A bungee jump for a golden speck!
Here we go. This is how we get all those. Don't play with the hooks, laddie. Got that. So it's just amazing to live in this time of 3D platformers making a revival. I know everybody was excited for the 2D revival, but I'm just pumped. I hope we get more games like this. Like, I knew immediately I had to pre-order this because I want new 3D platformers, but I also would love HD remakes of these old platformers. You know, I might do a video over 3D platformers that need to be revived. I got some. I got a good bit, actually. Like the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox, I mean, there's just, ugh, a plethora. And if we could bring those back and get achievements on the Xbox, get HD graphics elsewhere, you know, like, ugh. I'm here for it, you know. So maybe I'll do that. Ugh. Get out of here, brother. You were so big and bad, and then you died immediately. You don't really do anything, do you? So I try to support all these indie games. In fact, if you look at my Switch, like half of my collection of indie games. Spongebob is at an angle. And it'll stay that way, you know. Or it won't stay that way, but I'll... Shoot. I'll keep trying to pre-order these games as they get announced. I'm on the fence really hardcore about No More Heroes 3. Because I really want to support, you know, I think Suma is a part of Grasshopper Studios. I like theirs and Xseed's work. They are really some companies that are making some weird, interesting games. So if these games flop, then studios get canceled, or you know, you guys have heard it before. Why do they make a Call of Duty every year? Because it sells. So if this game is successful, then who knows? Then who knows? Like, this really opened the door. I did not see this coming out of anywhere, you know. And I always stand by this game. And when I got into the retro collecting and gaming community, I found that this was a game with, you know, shared love in a lot of ways. So, yes, it's very cool. A lot of people were thrilled about this, but at the same time, it's like you have to remember that the retro community is still so small. Like, the gaming community is small. The retro gaming community is even smaller. So, even though it had a cult following, doesn't mean that's going to translate into sales. But if this game does well, which maybe we can talk about as the series goes on and, you know, their sales numbers come out. I'm always confused as to what Tiki's to destroy and what Tiki's to, you know, platform off of. But yeah, that could be some fun video topics for us to keep in mind. Maybe that'll be, you guys do your research, because the comment question of the day for episode 2, if I don't forget, will probably be talking about some 3D platformers. So do your research and come into episode 2 ready to talk about some. Keep forgetting the jump button. I guess I can just do this. I don't have to wait for it. What's wrong with me? Alright, I wanted to say that there's a hidden entrance behind Spongebob. Maybe not then. I keep looking and there's really not one. But there is this. Which at this point it's like, why would you risk it? There's no biscuit. Just a blue little flower thing. What do you even call the flower things? Are they just flowers? They're like the clouds. You know how they have like the clouds up in the sky? They're the flowers. Jessica just realized that this is a map. Good for her. Yeah, like I said, we have the babysitting palooza. Kids are gonna play, but I'm sure that got picked up because for whatever reason he decided to holler. Okay, we're almost done with this. Jeez, we're almost done with this level if I remember the Tryout Thursday. I think I did a Hat in Time mod for this and a Tryout Thursday for this, so I've played Jellyfish Fields a good bit. Doesn't mean I remember any of it. Yeah, we fail being dumb. Man, I just I love the genre. I really do. I think this is easily my favorite genre of games. Jessica, what's your favorite genre of games?
RPGs, I guess.
RPGs. I'm gonna just repeat everything you said just in case it doesn't pick you up. sock. I don't even remember what the socks do.
The underwear is your life, isn't it?
Right, but this is sock. This should shoot us all the way back. Swim, 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 swim. But this is actually the first. I was telling Jessica, I typically do not practice. I typically play, you know, like if I'm playing ukulele for the first time, it's blind. If I'm playing Mario 64, I don't really practice. I just go into it. But since this is a kid's game and we're babysitting, I've been thinking about firing this up and letting the kids watch me play on like a practice file. Assuming there is a practice file. I don't even know. But, motorcycle gang represent! I need to join a biker gang. That puts us at 4. I know there's still more to do in this level, so I'm not worried about hitting the 5. But I should not have opened the gate. We'll watch the cutscene and that'll be the end of the episode. Poor Jessica sitting there in
Mermaid
silence.
Man, I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Why do you have all his mail?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, it's that Sponge kid. And now, what was I supposed to tell you?
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
Well, if massaging your feet will save Patrick, then massage I must.
Help! They're making me hit myself!
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Here I come, Patrick!
Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Is this not the successfully... Oh, so it did the update in the background. I was about to say that there was a 30-minute download, and I was like, I'm not doing that. So next time when we fire this game up, apparently we'll have the updates. I don't know what updates it's talking about, but huh? Yeah, it did come out today, but everything has day 1 updates. All right, let's do this because I still have to get that dirty sock. In between episodes, I might Google what the dirty socks do because I honestly don't remember. Well, I didn't do it. What in the world? I want to do this while it's on my mind so I don't forget. If you watch my LPs, like, if a cutscene happens, I can't remember what I was talking about, let alone what I was trying to do, so. Alright, but you guys remember your comment question of the day, even if it's not on the screen. Okay, I clearly... whatever. Did you pick up SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom? If you did, what means did you pick it up on? Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or Steam? Again, for the next couple of episodes, I'll probably sound rough, but as the series goes on, because I don't think it's going to be a quick series, looking at the map, yeah, I'll get better as time goes on. But alright, guys, y'all take care, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next episode.